Drink water. Stay hydrated throughout the week. You got to make it. Tomorrow's hump day. We just got to get there. Go ahead and keep your brain and your joints lubricated, because we're all aging and it's all falling apart. It's all falling apart. I'm just kidding. That's where we are. Hideout. Get all the stuff. We'll likely have some. We're gonna do a little workout. All right. So they added this new mini game to increasing your player's strength. Damn it. And we're done. And I'm spent.
You want to exfil together? We're gonna outgun you in this fight. You want to exfil together? What do you want to do, buddy? Come out with your knife up and we'll exfil. Get some scav karma, man.
I suppose you can hear me now. Or I hope. The community's really complaining right now because you can no longer buy the best ammo in the game from traders. You have to make it or find it in raid. All the complaints, the people that are complaining are the people that have put in thousands and thousands to tens of thousands of hours into this game, and they want the same thing, which gives them that rush, which is the PvP. The majority of the Tarkov player base has not played thousands upon thousands of hours of Tarkov. The everyday people that enjoy this game is not that vocal minority, right? It's not that 1% of the player base, or Tarkov's player base is probably something like, it's probably around 5% are like streamers. But at the end of the day, it's a really fun game, man. Ah, tequila!
Мясо пришло!
He's kind of a psycho.
Тебя пора!
I didn't see where it went. I thought it bounced behind the fucking water container thing there. Oh well. Just being chased around like that, just get your fucking adrenaline flowing. Nothing like that's like a good fucking shot in the arm, right? First thing in the morning. I feel ill. My introduction to Tarkov, my first time on Tarkov, right? I'd seen Shroud play it, I'd seen Grims play it, Anthony Kong fan, and Sacriel, you know, sometime in 2017 or 2018 is the first time I saw it. I got it in January or February of 2020. So it was like 2 years. So I saw people playing it a couple of times and I was like, this game looks fucking weird and it looks too realistic and kind of too simulator to me, right? Like in the way that Arma and related DayZ are, right? Or were. It looks like it would be too complicated to be fun for me personally, right? Tarkov at the end of the day ended up being like tailor-made for what I enjoy out of games. Still to this day, I've put over 3,500 hours into Tarkov before I started streaming. Yeah, so I picked it up, didn't enjoy it right away, almost because it's a steep ask the price of Tarkov, right? The price of Tarkov on your fucking psyche. Yeah. Yeah, so the price seems steep, but I was like, okay, for that amount of money, I'm looking for something other than PUBG now. I was getting really frustrated with the developers of PUBG. They were like false. He's on the mounted gun. But I got the game. My first raid, I obviously had no idea what I was doing. I wish I could have this recorded. I went on to this map, Shoreline. Was looking around, just wandering around. I was like, there was signs in Russian that I could see, but they were relatively understandable signs now in retrospect, right? Ended up walking into this minefield and not knowing how to heal myself and bleeding out, right? Within the first 3 to 5 minutes or whatever of the game. So there's a little bit of a learning curve. I played for, I think, 2 hours that day and just like trying to figure out the menus and joining a game and things like that, dying. And from there, I was like, I'm having trouble with this game. I waited until the evening to try it again. And then my buddy Ken, who's in the chat right now. Yeah. Who are my friends? The fuck are the extracts? What are these quests? No. I had no idea about like the trader system and that they had different tabs at the top and different menus unto themselves, and then that there were missions. Yeah, I had no clue about any of that. All I knew was like the gameplay. It was the prettiest game I'd ever seen, or the most impressive looking game. You know, you'd see people like I'm examining the weapon, right, and like doing different function checks on the weapons, checking the chamber, like fucking like checking the ammo. Like there's so many different things. Like it's so complex. It's like all the information in the bottom right of the screen. Like what the hell is that? It tells me the type of ammo, and like it doesn't tell me how much ammo I have in the gun. Just a kind of a roundabout guess, as you would in real life. Like that sounds way too complicated and complex, and I'm not seeing it. I'm not feeling it, right? Ended up not having a great time for the 2 hours I played one day. I played a few hours the next day. I was like, I'm not getting the hang of it. I don't understand exactly what's happening here. And I didn't play for the day. I had the day off, I remember, and waited for my buddy Ken to get home. And I was like, he was like, oh, well, start streaming. Let me see if I can help you out with it. So I streamed to him over Discord at like 15 frames a second. My computer was dog shit. I had a GTX 650 inside of it, which is a very old budget card. I think it's like 10 years old now. Yeah. And it was old when I got it. He got on Discord and he pulled up a map and he started like trying to guide me around. Like he was watching me and like looking at the wiki and looking at the map, and I remember just being on woods and just walking around, and we were trying to identify landmarks that matched what they said was on the map. And I remember not getting things right because he kept saying like I was near, it looked to be 2 crates or so, whatever it was called. This collection of crates in the map. And I was like, I don't know. I don't think we were in the right place, but we were on a level of figuring something new out together. That kind of camaraderie, like really that teamwork that we did, right? Immediately, like the game ingratiated itself to me because I was having fun with my friend. Even if it wasn't like necessarily like playing the game, it was like us communicating and trying to figure out the game. It was just a really enjoyable experience. And then I'm like, okay. So we did that for a while, and then we ended up doing that like for a few days and trying to figure it out. And it took me probably 2 weeks before I was like, okay, I don't need to like ask for a refund or anything. I'm like, I think I'm starting to get it. And then I ended up putting like 1,000 hours into it. Over the next year. And then a couple of friends got it. Some of them liked it. Some of them didn't get it. Some of them swore off of it for a year. One of the top 10 moments in gaming for me, when the found ninja, Garrett, quit this game for a year because he got shot in the back of the head one more time. Right in front of Ken. Garrett was like, I don't know, man, I'm not having a good time. This isn't near as fun as PUBG. I just don't think it's for this game's for me. And you could have written better. Like it was planned. The moment he ends that sentence, bam! He gets shot in the back of the head, falls over dead. He was walking in front of Ken and Marcus. I turn around, just see Garrett crumple to the ground. Ken bursts out laughing harder than I've ever heard him laugh in my life. And Garrett's like, I'm uninstalling. And he didn't play the game for literally a year after that. Oh my god, that was one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. So before Garrett quit, I can relay this to you as well. Relate this. Yeah. Before Garrett quit for that first time for that year, Garrett, Ken, and I, in Garrett's first raid ever, were huddling in a scav. We're huddled. Garrett's looking straight at me. He all tabs out of the game, pauses music or something, all tabs back into the game, clicks and fires, shoots me in the face, kills me. Getting surrounded over here. Hopefully this stops the heavy. Yeah, we're good. This dude's still over there to my left.
Can we talk about this?
Sure, man. What you got? My game is bugged. That's cool. I've never seen this before.
Ну чё, пацанчики? Ну-ка, блядь, все сюда ко мне.
So Tarkov has some bugs, apparently. I can't even click anything. I get the feeling that I'm dead. Well, if I wasn't before. Oh no. I fell so far out of the map, the sound went away. Jesus? Nikita? Am I in Tarkov heaven? I have the feeling if I let this go long enough, the game's gonna do something funky. I can't like examine my weapon or check the chamber or anything. Is this where good PMC go when they die? There's obviously lighting out here. It's world lighting, right? So just look at my ping. It's just going up and up. Let's see my FPS. 12 FPS. So we're not doing well. 23 FPS. Let's get back to where we had low FPS. Is there a place I'm supposed to be looking that it's trying to render something impossible? Don't go towards the light. Nikita, Demirka, save me. We're just gonna see how long it goes. We're gonna see what happens. This is our life now.
Damn, they got me really bad.
Here's some flying through the universe music. This is what I listen to when I'm astral projecting myself from Tarkov. I can't, pushing tab doesn't open my inventory. Hitting escape takes me to the escape menu, but I can't click on. I just died. Okay. A scav head jaws me, so I think my player model was still stuck in that pit maybe? And he got a shot on me? Yeah. This is like a strange SCP version of Tarkov. Yeah. I can't even hit next. Okay. So the entire menu is bugged. Now I'm wondering if I'd left, right? If I'd left, if I'd alt F forward and tried to reconnect, would I still have loaded into that? That's probably something I should have tried, right? Tarkov might actually be its own SCP. Yeah. So obviously the menu is reacting to my mouse as it usually does, right? So the game is functional, but the UI, I guess, is what's bugged or something. I don't know. All right, I'm alt F4ing, and we're gonna. Oh, Tarkov. It really do be like that sometimes. By the way, if that clip does end up getting out, all that music, it's not it's copyright and Creative Commons license, but it's my own personal music, and anybody has permission to use the audio. That was nuts. I've literally, in, like I said, 3,500 hours of Tarkov. That's a first. I've never fallen through the map or like gotten stuck in a wall before. I've gotten stuck obviously inside like models, or like I couldn't jump out of or from behind an object or something like that. So I've gotten stuck, but I've never literally gotten like, I've never had a physics bug like that happen. Or, well, I've had a UI bug similar, but I wasn't able to like run around the map and stuff like that. So just checking out some of the different stuff on Twitter. Axel says, if BSG decides to put Tarkov into complete anti-utopia and make all of us play with broken AKs and PACAs, we would never even dream of using a stock HK and a tier 4 armor. Level 6 armors and Alden wouldn't be available for only for gods. Would you still play the game? Yes! In my opinion, that's how the game should be. Right? Like, I don't want to see everybody running around with fucking meta M4 or AK builds and slicks and airframes all the fucking time. It's boring, because that's exactly what happens 3 months into the wipe. Yeah, fuck yeah, I'd still play. If Tarkov remained that way 7-8 months and the game is still like that, people are still buying PACA or just like going in and hoping, like, get rid of the flea market too. Yes, that's the game. That's the Tarkov I want. That's fucking awesome. That's fucking fun. The best moments in Tarkov are always within the first 3 days to 7 days of the wipe. That's the best Tarkov ever is. People are talking about early wipe Tarkov like it's a slog you have to get through or something like that. No, man. Like, what are you? I don't share that experience, man. It's always been the best part of the game for me. Was the start of the wipe, and everybody running low gear. Firefights last longer because you don't get one shot to the head 9 times out of 10. It's more like 4 times out of 10 or 3 times out of 10. It's actually it's much lower, right? Your chances of survival and like experiencing extended engagements and not getting one shot from across the map is the experience is so much more fun and engaging and intense when you don't just go into a raid with all your best gear because you have 100 million in the bank and that you bought from the traders, right? You didn't even have to like work for it. You worked for the money, obviously, but like you end up just buying everything from traders. You got your level 6 armor, you got your fucking airframe, you got your meta kit. Go into the raid, go in for PvP. You die because you're out of quests or missions to do. You die. You re-kit with the exact same gear and go again. Why? Why do you want thousands of hours of that? That's not fun. The engagements are fun, right? When you get into a fight, you're always like, that's the fun part. If you're looking for the PvP, like, why do you want late stage meta Tarkov? That doesn't make any sense. If you want the funnest PvP are the extended engagements where you can fucking shoot and move, work around each other, and like you're both fucking sputtering and coughing and like trying to fucking get the painkillers out so you can fucking sprint with your broken ass leg. Fucking, you're running out of energy because the dude shot your gut out. You finally get a lucky spray out of your fucking Keter into the dude's face, right? And you've got fucking 0 hydration, 5 energy left. You're fucking struggling. You can't take a painkiller, but you got to hobble from RUAF over to old gas station, right? To get extract. And you don't even know if it's going to be open by the time you get there. That's the funnest fucking Tarkov there is. There is no better experience in Tarkov than like having these extended firefights with people and like you're both talking shit at one another over VoIP. There's no better Tarkov than early wipe Tarkov, and why you wouldn't want to extend that as long as fucking possible? Like, this should be Tarkov. Everybody should be scavs all the time. Everybody should have the weakest shit. And 1 out of every 20 raids, there's a dude who's just fucking gonna outlast everything. Until he gets head eyes by a fucking lucky sniper scav, right? That should be Tarkov. That's what's beautiful about Tarkov. Like that's the fucking moments you want. It's the moments I want, all right? So I could be wrong. I disagree with Axel. I respect the dude because he makes killer content, but I disagree. But then if we go back, let's go back for a sec and look. So Axel, what I appreciate Robin's reply. Robin is awesome. He's one of the best PvPers in the game. And he says, if the game had an economy more like DayZ, so the risk reward would be much higher than it is right now, I'd personally play more. In my opinion, having sick guns and meta builds should be rare as hell and give you a solid dopamine kick if you kill someone that had it. Agreed. I actually still get that solid dopamine kick if I fucking get one shot on a guy like I did with the guy that had this meta M4 build. Well, it's not meta build, but it's pretty close for this early in the wipe. When I killed that guy, he killed my teammate. When he killed him, I'd killed that dude's teammate, and then I was gunning down this guy as he was gunning down my teammate, right? So it was a bummer situation, but winning that fight just barely, and then killing the 2 scavs, 1 player and 1 non-player scav, rock up on me yesterday. This was yesterday evening. Like, there's no more adrenaline that you can get from any game than those situations you narrowly escape from and then get out with some pretty damn good loot, right? it's frustrating to see like people so incensed by the idea that changes are being made to a game, and it like you're kidnapping their children. You know what I mean? And for streamers, it's one thing, right? Like I get it. This is your job, and you want to be able to maintain your job and your livelihood. But dude, let me tell you something. If you are putting all your eggs into one basket of a team of developers that you don't even work for, like, dude, I'm sorry, but you're in the wrong line of business if you think that it's their job to appease you, and that you complaining is only doing damage to yourself. I don't know. It's just it's a really weird and it's a complicated situation, right? When I started playing the game 3 years ago now, I went on all the forums and the subreddit, and was communicating with people and like making posts and reading posts and looking at everything. But after a while, I had to swear off of it, right? And then you go onto Twitter, and it's the same thing. It's just this ridiculous toxicity. People complaining, only ever complaining, and only ever like making these huge scenes, basically, like producing this negative association with the experience that they're having with something. And I get it that you're having a negative experience, but if you're getting attention for it and you continue to propagate the negativity, that's what that's called, is toxicity. And you're only doing damage to yourself and your reputation if you're a public figure, as streamers are, right? There's people out there on Twitter and on the subreddit and everything that are walking a very fine line, and I think some people are kind of crossing it simply because a tiny little patch that was introduced yesterday, now they can't buy the best ammo from the in-game traders. Really? Like, that's your major life concern, that you have to now like talk down to people individually? And it's not like I'm not guilty of similar, I suppose, right? In a certain capacity, more in my personal life, right? There's not some things I've said and done that I now regret when looking back upon. But man, that's what's really sad about the Tarkov experience, is negativity and toxicity can be so easily propagated. With a game like Tarkov, it's hard to take. It's a difficult game to get into because there's the loss involved, right? Because of like what you end up dealing with. Like, what if I join a raid and I accidentally take in all of my saved up Kappa loot, right? Like the quest that everybody looks forward to and collects for the whole wipe and tries. That's their main goal when playing Tarkov, right? To reach Kappa. What if I were to take this backpack in and lose all this shit because it's no longer found in raid, just on accident? That's happened. That's fucking happened, bro. That's happened. That is a part of Tarkov. You make mistakes and you fuck up. Man, you'll need to chill out. It's a video game. You should be having fun. That's a good Tarkov, in my opinion. That's what I would like from Tarkov, right?
Yes!
Shit. I suck. I don't know if I got him. Nope. Damn. Ooh. He has a long. Okay.
Hey man, you need meds?
No, we good, homie. You need meds? I think he's down below.
О, кепка ебаная! Ебаная, кипарика!
This is the scav. That's the player on the left.
Ах ты
I
ебаная!
think it's the same guy I was fighting with earlier. Wheelstans. It happened again. I'm starting to think it might be related to Propital. I can't run through that anymore. So let's try to get to the scab that's yelling, right? Without falling through the map this time. Kill me,
Шли, сука!
bitch! It sucks because it's not like detecting me like, oh, I've moved into the... Ooh. So this is the second time this has happened today. So without having to open that door, right? I wanted to try this last time. I'm gonna Alt F4 and restart the game and see if it spawns me back in and I'm able to actually move.
Ну где ты, а, сука? Не обижай!
Okay. I got one quest done, right? I'm just gonna leave. Yeah. I was just nervous after that, experiencing that bug again. I was just nervous about like going to do my actual mission, so. Shot at not anything. I shot at nothing. I thought it was a man. It was not a man. It was nothing. It's a pipe. Gotcha. Because people heard me here, I want to go back here and plant this. I'm going to clear this first. Yeah. There could be someone coming from that angle, but that's the risks we take in Tarkov. Tarkov! At least I hear from Mosin. It's got a red dot on it. You silly goose. I think it's so different from the fast-paced multiplayer of COD that I'm used to that it might be refreshing to rethink how I play games. Also, I played like 3 rounds of Siege before I rage quit and didn't play for a few months. Then my friends wanted me to try again and I started having fun. So that actually mirrors the experience of our good buddy Garrett, the Found Ninja. He went through the exact same thing, right? He quit playing for a year, and what convinced him to come back was seeing all the streamers having fun, right? Like seeing what they were doing, and he was watching it for a while. I think he started watching Dr. Lupo and Landmark, and just got an interest and started seeing like what other people were enjoying about the game. But I was never, from the very beginning, like I was saying, I'm not going to tell anybody to go out and buy this game. I can say, I could relate to you my experience with it. It's a heartbreaking game at times. It is an incredibly frustrating game at times. It is by far the most rewarding game I've ever played at the best of times. I cannot in good conscience tell anyone to like, you should get this game because it's great. I can tell you all day that I think it's great, but no two people are going to have the same experience with this game. Hang on. It's a shooter by nature, right? See, that's a dead man, and I just shot him. Yeah, it's a survival game. Everybody used to describe it as Tarkov is like getting punched in the dick over and over and over. And it is. It is. So I have to check all the extractions. I'm going to do that now. It's a point-and-click adventure game. That's just what you call all first-person shooters, Ken, and I guess you're not wrong, but what the fuck happened here? Wish I had a grenade. He went up, right? Bitch, you missed. Hi. $8.5 bucks. So, first done. I'm gonna run through and get all the extracts. I got to go back to where I spawned, or to that back gate and unlock that little one in the back. Better than mine. Better than mine. Better than mine. Lobster, huh? Is he just collecting stuff? Yep. Give me your shit. So this is factory. Oh, he got sleepy. He fell over. He's narcoleptic. It's fine. He's got he had a helmet. Oh shit! I didn't. Do I have to see them all at once? Scout. What does that mean? Fourth factor extraction. Med tent gate. I've never used that before. I haven't played factory a lot since the expansion. I'm gonna get head eyes by player scav here. I think that was an NPC. Yep. Trying to avoid player scavs. I don't think Tegilla's on. I think it was a player, to be honest. Can't be sure. Just based on the gear, but I don't know. So what I'm doing is I'm doing a mission. I have to scout out through the entire map for this mission. Oh. Missed. So, is this an extraction here? Yeah. Okay. I've never actually seen this. So since they added the factory expansion, I have not seen this. See a lot of people as NPCs? I mean, in real life, and am I not? Okay. In real life, yeah. You go out into the world, you experience some people on the street. There's some fucking NPCs out there, man, for sure. Like, there's no one there. So yeah, in Tarkov, yeah, I could say I kind of see the same. I experience the same, right? 524 absorbed by armor. That was that guy. That's second PMC. If you haven't, hit the like button. Like the stream. We're having fun out here. I'm out of water. Gonna have to go get some here soon. I'll do that when I'm load up to our scav. Drink water. Take care of yourself. Hydrate.